Okay. So, okay, welcome guys dito sa ating live training about Meta Andromeda updates. I'm supposed to go live sa Facebook, but I'm just gonna publish it later. Let me know guys if you can, number one, hear me loud and clear. Type number one if naririnig nyo ako, and number two if you can see my screen. Number one, number two, okay, good. Welcome everyone dito sa ating training, and I hope you guys find value dito sa ating training na ibibigay sa inyo. Then, ang purpose ko naman dito is just to give value, and hopefully makapagbigay ako sa inyo ng updates about Meta Andromeda. Ano nga ba tong Meta Andromeda updates na to? So, to give you a context, Meta Andromeda is, or Andromeda, the word Andromeda is a constellation or a galaxy. And a galaxy, I mean. So, if you are into, mahilig kayo about the universe, no? Ako kasi medyo mahilig din ako manood ng mga stuff about the universe. Andromeda is somehow, a galaxy in a collision with a Milky Way galaxy. Milky Way galaxy, doon tayo nakatira sa Milky Way galaxy. Okay, so kung makapansin nyo dito, I believe the one on the left is the Milky Way galaxy, and the Andromeda galaxy would be on the right. So head-on collision siya. In a matter of billion of years will collide, no? So, why Andromeda? No? Bakit Andromeda yung tawag ni Mark Zuckerberg doon sa bagong update? No? And to tell you honestly, I don't know. I've been searching it for like a couple of days now. Bakit Andromeda yung tawag niya doon sa bagong update? Well, I have a hypothesis na Andromeda because sa isang galaxy kasi, it's composed of billions of stars, 'di ba? Billions of planets or billions of stars, and kumbaga sa sobrang dami ng data points, or sa sobrang dami ng itong mga nakikita niyo mga dots na to, that's stars, no? Sa sobrang dami ng stars na available diyan sa universe. So feeling ko kaya siguro niya sinabi na Andromeda because it's a galaxy that composed of billions of stars. So parang kung i-reflect mo to into anong tawag dito? A developer's point of view, that's basically a lot of data points. So plenty of data points na ina-analyze ni Meta in terms of the user behavior. So, kung ano man yung reason kung bakit Andromeda yung tinawag niya dyan ni Mark Zuckerberg, sabi niya, wala daw tayong pake. Or trip niya lang daw yon. So, walang explanation ako nahagap kung bakit Andromeda yung nilagay niya doon. But, hypothesis ko is because ang daming data points. So, kumbaga billions or trillions of data points yung involved in terms of this update. Now, in terms of when I say data points, ginamit nila kasi yung bagong labas ni Nvidia. Nvidia is one of the, I'm not really a techie person in terms of hardware, but ito yung processor or ito yung learning machine na nagko-compute ng data on every person sa Meta, yung users. When I say users, tayo yung gumagamit nung anong tawag dito nung Facebook app, no? So, yung Nvidia kasi mas mabilis na yung processing mas mabilis na yung processing niya ng data as compared before. So, kailan nga ba ni-launch itong, or kailan ba to in-announce ni Meta, itong Meta Andromeda update na to? It was announced on December 2024 last year. And the full implementation of the new update would be this month, October 2025. So it's high time na talagang i-discuss ko to sa inyo because kung hindi ka makaka-adapt dito sa bagong update ni Meta, then definitely you will be left behind. Okay? So, ano nga ba tong bagong update na to na kailangan nyong i-adapt, no, in the next coming months or in the next coming years? So, but before I proceed, for those of you who's been following me or who's been implementing the 100 pesos Facebook ad strategy framework, I am now announcing today that this framework is officially retired or officially will no longer be applicable. Okay? With the recent meta update. So, why now ko lang siya nilabas? Kasi because I'm trying to do a research prior to this and make sure that I'm giving away the right information to my followers. Okay? And for those of you guys who has been implementing this for in the past couple of months, no, I keep my mouth shut. I keep my mouth quiet because I'm doing a hard work on researching about Meta Andromeda. Although I've been implementing the campaign structure way before the launch. Kasi 'di ba ang launch is October 2025, but I'm slowly giving you guys an information about how you can set up your campaigns. Before kasi meron tayong top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. But before Andromeda, I keep telling you guys na i-set up nyo lang one campaign for cold audience and one campaign for warm audience, and that's it. Well, hindi na ako gumagamit ng retargeting campaign, which is the yung tinatawag na bottom of the funnel. So I keep it simple, one cold and one warm. So officially retired na yung campaign structure na to, but except doon sa cost cap na bid, no? If you are following the 100 pesos Facebook ad strategy, the structure is officially retired. However, yung cost cap campaign is still applicable. Okay? So that's for the context. Now, bakit nga ba importante itong Meta Andromeda at bakit kailangan mo maintindihan itong Meta Andromeda na update na to? So number one, the existing strategies o yung tinatawag nating manual targeting or yung small creative sets or multiple campaigns. Kasi di ba yung 100 pesos Facebook ad strategy na framework, multiple ad sets po siya eh. Multiple campaign siya from the testing campaign, dinuplicate natin, nag-create tayo ng ABO tsaka ng CBO. So, bali tatlong campaign na nagra-run. If you can still remember my strategy. And then after nating matest yung ABO and CBO, we duplicated another campaign and we use a cost cap campaign. The cost cap campaign is still applicable, no? Ibig sabihin hindi ko yung tinanggal. Ang tinanggal ko lang yung testing campaign or how we test our audience. Okay. So the digital landscape is evolving quickly, and basically as an advertiser, kailangan mong maging up to date para hindi ka ma-left behind dun sa mga bagong updates na to. Okay? So number 3 tuloy. So this is the current campaign structure na meron tayo before Andromeda, di ba? Ito yung current structure. If you are going to anong tawag dito? To apply the 100 pesos Facebook ad strategy framework, naka-ABO campaign setup tayo doon, 'di ba? Kung mare-recall niyo, isang campaign tapos multiple ad sets, tigwa 100 pesos ito. And then you can also put a bigger budget here for you to be able to test different variables, which is the ad creative 1, 2, 3. Halimbawa, kung meron kang 500 peso budget dito, then you can put at least 3 to 5 creatives inside that ad set. So sa 100 pesos Facebook ad strategy framework natin, ang ginawa ko dito, one campaign, one ad set na tigwa 100 pesos. So basically 100, 100, so that's 500 pesos, tama? And then each ad set, merong isang ad lang. Okay? The reason why I'm showing 3 ad creatives here because if for example, you are using a much larger budget. Ibig sabihin kung halimbawa, meron kang 500 peso budget per ad set, so total niyan, that would be 2,500 per day. Then you can do this structure, di ba? That was before, di ba? And a CBO campaign setup would also be like this. Ibig sabihin ng ABO, guys, di ba, nandoon yung budget natin sa ad set level. Dito natin nilagay per ad set. Ngayon, sa CBO campaign, we put our budget inside the campaign budget optimization or the campaign set. No? Dito natin nilagay. Tapos, we let the algorithm or we let Meta distribute the budget per ad set. So, ibig sabihin, wala kang control kung kaninong ad set mapupunta yung big chunk ng budget mo. Halimbawa, meron kang 2,500 na budget sa campaign, and then you let Meta decide which ad set will get the most number of budget. Halimbawa, yung ad set 1 nakakuha ng 1,000, and then yung ad set 2 nakakuha ng 500 lang, ito naman 700 lang, etc. So basically, si Meta or si Facebook ang nagbibigay ng budget per ad set, and then magfo-flow yung budget na yon doon sa ad creatives na sinut mo doon or nilagay mo doon per ad set. So wala kang control. Unlike dito sa ABO setup, you have a full control kung kanino mapupunta yung budget. No, kasi halimbawa ito 500, 500, 500, 500, 500, then definitely solo nila yung budget na to per ad set. Unlike dito, you let the algorithm decide which ad set will get the most number of budget. Now, yung the current setup would be like we segment the audience, no? Meron tayong audience segment na halimbawa OFW, yung ad set number 1, and then yung ad set number 2 halimbawa naman is working mom. Ad set number 3 would be somehow in the let's say in the freelancing industry halimbawa, and then ito namang ad set number 4, someone who is interested in business, no? And ad set number 5, a different segment of audience, halimbawa a parent na gusto na magkaroon ng extra income, something like that. So sinesegment natin yung audience. Same thing with the ad set level, sinesegment natin yung audience. And then we put a different creative variation per ad set, di ba? Halimbawa yung ad number 1, iba yung variation nito. Ad number 2, iba din yung variation nito, and ad number 3, and so on and so forth. So, sinesegment natin, pinaghiwa-hiwalay natin yung audience niyan, tapos sinesegment din natin or nagkakaroon tayong variation per creative. So, that was before. Now, in the Andromeda update or in the Andromeda campaign structure, this is how you set up your campaigns. No? From the campaign level to the ad set level, isang campaign, isang ad set, tapos literally tambakan mo siya ng creatives. Maximum creatives na pwede mong ilagay is up to 50 ad creatives per ad set. Okay? Now, basically, if you have a CBO campaign setup, you can put as much as multiple creatives per ad set. No? Ibig sabihin, kung meron kang 3 ad set dito sa campaign na to, you can put as much as 150 creatives. Ganun kadami. Diba? So, yung pwede mong isalaksak dyan o pwede mong i-shoot dyan sa ad set level. Ngayon, paano na mangyayari ang ano nito, anong tawag dito? So kung 50 ad creatives yan per ad set, i-divide mo yan sa isang buwan, or i-divide, 'di ba, sa isang buwan kasi 4 weeks tayo eh. 'Di ba? Sa loob ng isang buwan. Merong mga buwan na 5 weeks yung month na yon. So kung 50 ad creatives yon, i-divide mo yun sa 4 weeks. Literally, ang creatives na kailangan mo per week is about 13 creatives. 50 divided by 4 weeks. So that's about 13 creatives. Pag dinivide mo yan sa yung 50 divided by 30 days, dapat nun may napoproduce kang creatives na at least dalawa per day. So yun yung labanan ngayon, di ba? So ang labanan ngayon, padamihan ng creatives at anong tawag dito? Padamihan ng creatives at pabilisan gumawa ng creatives. Okay? Now, the current setup would be yung top of the funnel mo or yung cold audience mo, tapos yung middle of the funnel or yung warm audience mo, plus yung bottom of the funnel or yung hot audience stays in one ad set. Okay? Literal na tinambak mo lahat dyan, yung cold, warm and hot, and you let the algorithm find the best person, let the algorithm find the best ad to a specific, or find the specific person to a specific ad, kung ano ang magmamatch doon sa kanila. Okay? So, halimbawa, ad 1, ad 2, halimbawa, meron kang ditong 15 ad creatives. And then, bahala na si Meta kung kaninong ad creatives ipapakita yung ad na to, halimbawa, specifically ad number 1. Kung yung ad number 1 na yon is inclined towards a cold audience, then Meta will show that ad specifically to the people or to the users who are cold. Ibig sabihin, first time kanila makita. And halimbawa, ad creative number 8, ito ay halimbawa mga promos mo na, discounts and bundle promos, etc. Then Meta will be able to distinguish which of them or which of these people na nag-engage na sa page mo before. Alam niya na, ibig sabihin, meron na siyang data nun kung kanino ito ipapakita itong creatives na to. Okay, and especially for those people who are likely to take action, yung tinatawag na bottom of the funnel or yung hot audience, alam na ni Meta kung sino na yung pabili. Okay? Alam niya kung sino yung highly engaged doon sa page mo that are most likely to buy from you. Okay? Itambak mo dyan lahat and then produce creatives massively. Okay, maximum per ad set would be 50, and then you can create multiple ad sets. Ito lang yung here's the caveat on this setup. You can set up as much, you can put as much creatives as you want, but you have to make sure that you have enough budget to distribute that budget to multiple creatives. Halimbawa, ganito nga yung setup mo, meron kang 1 campaign, 1 ad set, tapos literal na tinambakan mo ng 50 creatives, tapos ang budget mo naman is 100 pesos. Eh, good luck naman sa'yo. Diba? Paano naman i-spread out ni Meta yung budget na 100 pesos na doon sa 50 ad creatives mo? Diba? Good luck naman kay Meta kung paano niya i-distribute. Sobrang nipis ng budget mo na yon. You can create this setup if you have a larger budget to spend. Okay? And I would suggest you put creatives gradually. Halimbawa, 1 campaign, 1 ad set, and then for the first set mo ng campaign would be at least 1 to 3 creatives muna. And then you put creatives here gradually. Dahan-dahan. Kung maliit yung budget mo. Okay? Kung may malaki kang budget, then you can put as much as 5 to 6 or 8 creatives. Halimbawa, 1,000 yung budget mo, and then Meta will decide which type of creatives or which will get the most number of budget. Does that make sense? So, ganun po siya. Ngayon, how does Meta decide who sees your ad? No? Ibig sabihin po is it is calculated this way. Delivery score equals ear or estimated action rate, and then ad quality and bid cost. Okay, halimbawa, meron kang 10 ad creatives. Okay? Now, yung 10 ad creatives mo na yon, magkakaroon si Meta ng tinatawag na creative match. Ibig sabihin, kung ito yung target audience mo, and then you have 10 creatives in place doon sa ad set level mo, then Meta will decide anong tawag dito, kung kaninong creative itong ad 1 magma-match amongst all the pool of amongst of your pool of audience. Itong creative 2, halimbawa, nag-match ito sa tao na to. Itong ad creative 1 nag-match ito sa tao na to. And then, kumbaga, nagkakaroon siya ng audience mapping. So, kasi 'di ba, merong mga tao kasi na magre-respond diyan sa image. May mga ibang tao naman na magre-respond diyan sa video. May ibang tao naman na magre-respond dyan depende doon sa ad copy na nilagay mo. So magkakaiba tayo as a person, as a human being, magkakaiba tayo ng behavior. So alam ni Meta kung anong behavior yon yung magmamatch doon sa copy, doon sa headline mo, at doon sa video or image na nilagay mo. Kaya Kaya kung tatanungin mo ako, ano yung pinaka the best na creative to produce image ba or video, use both. Okay? So yun yung gagawin po natin ngayon. So yung delivery score na yon, ibig pong sabihin na yon, dun sa estimated action rate is how likely a person to take action. Yun yung estimated action rate. Ibig sabihin, alam ni Meta kung kaninong or kasinong tao ang posible lang bumili sa'yo right now. Okay? Tapos yung ad quality or yung tinatawag na ad relevance score, gaano kaganda yung quality ng video mo or gaano ka-relevant yung quality ng image or ng video mo doon sa target audience mo. And then yung bid cost, ibig sabihin, what is the amount you are willing to pay for every customer acquired or what is the amount you are willing to pay po anong tawag dito per acquisition. Okay, so halimbawa makikita mo dito sa illustration na to, ito yung 10 million na audience size mo. Okay, pinupull niya yan, ibig sabihin wini-weed out ni Meta, nilalagay niya into group of audience, no? Amongst of those millions of audience na tinatarget mo, sinesegment niya na yan ni Meta automatically. Diba? Before, tayo ang nagsisegment. Okay? If we go back to the last slide or itong slide na to, tayo ang nagsisegment ng audience. Okay? Meron tayong full control ng audience segmentation and creative variation. Dito sa bagong setup, Meta automatically segment your audience, and then itong nasa gitna na to, dahil na segment niya na yung audience na to, doon sa pangatlo, na alam na ni Meta sino tong mga audience na to na talagang interesado doon sa products or services mo. So ngayon, na-pull na ni Meta tong mga tao na to, and then alam na ni Meta automatically kaninong ad, anong ad angle at anong oras, anong time during the day, ipapakita yung ads mo. Okay, alam niya na yon. So wag mo na siyang kontrahin pa because mayroon siyang data, mas mabilis na siya mag-compute because Meta is now using the NVIDIA system. Okay, na hardware yun, NVIDIA hardware na mas mabilis mag-compute ng data points. Okay, now ano yung bago? Ano yung nagbago, no? Previously, smaller creative sets, many campaigns, many ad sets, and human micromanagement of audience and bids. Ibig sabihin, tayo yung nagko-control before. Okay? Tayo yung anong tawag dito? Nagsiset ng audience segmentation and then ng creative variations. With Andromeda update has the ability to feed many more creatives, up to 20 to 50 up to 150 plus ad creatives into one campaign or one ad set. So imaginein mo kung meron kang 150 plus creatives. Now 150 plus creatives divided by 4 weeks sa loob ng isang buwan. Ibig sabihin naglalaro sa 38 creatives per week ang kailangan mo. Ganon guys karami. 38 creatives per week o sabihin mo ng 40 creatives per week ang kailangan mo kung 150 creatives yan. Pero of course, obviously, hindi naman tayo maglalagay ng ganong karaming creatives ng sabay-sabay kung yung budget natin ay sobrang liit din naman. Okay, so make sure that you put your creatives gradually so that by the time na mag-increase ka ng budget, you also increase the number of creatives you put in that same ad set, okay, or same campaign. More automation, budget placements, bid adjustments, targeting refined by AI. So you let Meta decide which type of creative will likely to resonate with your target audience. Guys, wag mo na kayong magdo-drawing. Merong nag-drawing, so stop sharing ko muna and then I'm gonna share it back again. May nag-drawing sa slides ko. So that's basically paano ko ba siya yung control. Disable annotation for others yan. So na-disable ko na siya. So that's how the recent Meta updates, guys, in context. Now, Itong Meta reports improvement na sinasabi ni Meta, meron silang tinatawag na recall in the retrieval system. Ano nga ba tong recall in the retrieval system na to? Kung meron kang 100 ad creatives na posibleng ma-pull, diba? Meron kang more or less sa sobrang dami ng creatives mo, diba? 150 creatives, ilan doon yung posibleng ma-retrieve nung system nung algorithm ni Meta to feed that specific creative. Okay, according to Meta, yung retrieval system nila is nag-improve na, and yung recall niya, halimbawa kung meron kang 100 ads, yung retrieval system niya can recall about 80% of your total creatives na feed kay Meta. Okay, Meta Andromeda can identify and include more of the most relevant ad candidates when choosing ads to show a user instead of missing good ones. So, mas kabisado niya na kung anong creative ang i-feed niya per audience. Okay? So, more on technical ito, kaya nung binabasa ko yung anong tawag dito? Yung update nila, kasi mababasa mo to sa sa website nila. Nung binabasa ko, sobrang technical, no? Kaya pinasimple ko na lang sa inyo dito para at least may intindihan ninyo. Basta importante, kasi hindi naman tayo mga developer, hindi naman tayo mga IT graduate. So, nung binabasa ko siya, sobrang technical. Sabi ko, pasimplehin ko, kung meron kang 100 creatives na feed sa system ni Meta, 80% of that creative will be recalled, or kumbaga yung retrieval nun para i-feed doon sa target audience mo, mas mabilis or mas kaya niyang ma-recall yung mga creatives na yun. Okay. What it means for advertisers, that means ikaw. Okay, anong ibig sabihin ng update na to? You'll need to trust Meta's AI rather than your ego. Okay, kung halimbawa, tingin ko hindi ito itong video na to, tingin ko pangit yung pagkakagawa ko dito. Tingin ko itong image na to mas maganda. Tingin ko itong copy na to mas magre-resonate ito dun sa target audience ko. Tigilan na po natin yung ganong thinking. Just feed whatever creatives na naisip ninyo that will likely to resonate with your target audience, and let Meta decide which type of creative will likely to get results. Okay, or are likely to get results. Number 2, creative strategy is now critical. No? You need a higher volume of assets. So imagine mo 40 or 37 to 40 creatives per week ang kaya dapat mong i-produce. Dapat mabilis kang gumawa ng creatives. And kung isa kang media buyer at lalamya-lamya yung iyong client magbigay sa iyo ng creatives, you should fire them right away, because the success of your campaigns as a Meta advertiser or as a media buyer will become critical. Ano? Ito nga yung sinasabi niya, magiging problematic sa iyo as a media buyer kung yung client mo in 1 month binibigyan ka lang ng 5 creatives to test. Tapos at the end of the month maghahap kayo ng call or ng meeting at sasabihin, anong nangyari? Bakit hindi tayo nagkaroon ng magandang benta? Bakit walang tayong inquiry? Okay? Magiging problema mo yon as a media buyer. Because right now, kung hindi ka makaka-adapt or hindi kayong dalawa ng client mo, hindi kayo makaka-adapt when creating massive or ang pinaka dito guys is speed is the key. Gaano ka kabilis gumawa ng creatives, gaano kayo kadami gumawa ng creatives, gaano kayo kabilis mag-test ng creatives. Because you need a higher volume of assets. Ngayon, kung isa kang media buyer at madalang pa sa patak ng ulan yung creatives na binibigay sa'yo ng client mo, run for your life, because magkakaroon lang kayo ng friction at magkakaroon lang kayo ng disagreement and ikaw ang sisisihin kung bakit hindi nagwo-work yung ads ninyo. Kailangan mapaintindi mo to kay client na Mr. Client or Miss Client, creative, massive creation or mass produce ng creative is now the thing, is now a thing. Okay? At kung hindi mo naman napapaintindi sa kanya yon, then I don't know the relationship between your clients. Actually, after this live training, I'm going to send an email to all my clients that I need their cooperation when it comes to producing content or producing assets. Kung paano namin mapapabilis yung pag-create ng creatives na in a manner na mas mabilis. Okay? Kung hindi mo ko mabibigyan, Mr. Client, ng creatives on a weekly basis ng ganito karami, good luck sa ating dalawa. Okay? Good luck sa campaign natin, and I don't know what's gonna happen to our campaign. Okay? Yun yung pinaka-context ko dito, number 2. Number 3, audience micro-targeting is no longer a thing. Broader targeting plus letting Meta AIs optimize your campaigns. Every time na nag-conduct ako ng training, every time na may nag-join sa mga training ko dun sa 5-day Facebook Ads Challenge, Coach, matuturuan mo ba kami ng tamang targeting? Okay, yung tanong na yon is nasa creatives ang targeting. Tigilan mo na kakahimayin nung interest, nung demographics targeting sa Ads Manager, because audience micro-targeting is no longer a thing. Okay? So, number 4, fewer campaigns, one ad sets, more creatives inside one campaign. So, that's number 4. Okay. This strategic meta ads approach. Ano yung gagawin mo para magkaroon ka ng magandang approach sa bagong update na to? Creative production. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina. Build systems to create, test, refresh 20 to 50 plus creatives per campaign. Ako, ang advantage ko against my competitors, I'm able to create content literally in a couple of minutes na hindi ko na kailangan pumunta ng studio, hindi ko na kailangan mag-gather ng team ko para mag-shoot ng video, because i-pull out ko lang yung phone ko, magdadaldal ako dyan sa cellphone, in front of my cellphone, and that's it. Ganun ako kabilis mag-create ng content. That's my advantage against my competitors, because hindi ko na kailangan ng sobrang ganda ng edit ng video. Literally, kung ano yung naisip ko ngayon, isushoot ko yon right away, and then ganun ako kabilis mag-create ng video right now. Okay, and with the help of ChatGPT, hindi ko na tinitingnan kung ano ba yung angulo nito, or sorry, yung kung malabo ba to, malinaw ba to. But of course, if you are a brand that anong tawag dito, you want to project a premium brand. Halimbawa, nagbebenta ka ng diamonds, nagbebenta ka ng anong tawag dito, Louis Vuitton, or yung mga bags na mamahalin. Of course, you want that videos to look premium. However, if you are someone running ads for this type of companies na premium yung binibenta, you have to be able to communicate with your clients na, hey, Mr. Client or Miss Client, we need to come up a system that will produce massive number of creatives per week. Because kung halimbawa, wala tayong shoot ngayon, next month na lang, kasi ganun yung available na time nung model natin is next month pa, ay patay kayo. Hindi kayo makaka-catch up sa bagong updates ni Meta. But if you are someone na hindi naman, you could care less about how you look, how you present yourself. Ako kasi, kahit naka-literal, naka-t-shirt lang ako, isushoot ko yung video ko because that's my branding. Kumbaga, ang branding ko kasi talagang kalye lang kasi ako. Kumbaga, how can I say it? Kumbaga parang, I do not care about the aesthetics. Kasi yun yung brand ko eh. Gusto ko i-project yung brand ko as, yun lang, parang parang hindi nga ako nagsusot ng mga ng mga anong tawag dito, yung mga naka-suit and necktie and pino-project yung sarili ko as big time. Wala akong ganun. Basta sinushoot ko lang, bahala na kahit anong oras, what time of the day, ganun yung yung branding ko. So depende kung ano yung niraran mo na campaigns for a specific brand, then kung ano man yung brand na, kung premium man yan, dapat mas mabilis kayong mag-create ng content ngayon. Okay? So I'm not saying na baguhin nyo yung way of yung projection nyo sa mga tao, but kasi syempre you have to follow your brand guidelines. So you have to adapt to create multiple creatives with your brand. Number 2, campaign structure. Consolidate all your ad creatives in one campaign. Conversion events. Make sure conversion events tracking copy, yung tinatawag na conversion API if you are optimizing for website or landing page conversions, are correctly installed so Meta has a good learning data. Number 4, budgeting in bids. Since retrieval and relevance are improved, you might see shifts in cost per result. Most likely, tataas po ang cost ng inyong cost per message, cost per purchase, cost per add to cart, cost per video views, etc. because of the latest update. Okay? And number 5, testing mindset. Testing becomes more about creative plus feed into AI versus purely audience bid tweaks. Okay, that's number 5. Yung strategic meta ads approach na gagawin niyo. Ano naman yung dapat mong tingnan? Number 1 is over-reliance on set and forget. Kasi yung literally yung update ni Meta ngayon is set and forget. Isalang mo yung creatives na yun and pabayaan mo na si Meta about optimizing it and check mo na lang yung iyong cost. So, ito yung titingnan mo kasi baka mamaya masyado ka nagkampante na okay, set and forget naman yan. Isalaksa ko dyan lahat ng video creatives ko or ng images ko and then bahala na si Meta. So, kahit pa paano, wag tayong rely doon sa set and forget. We still have to check our metrics, no? Number 2, creative fatigue still matters. Okay, meron pa ring creative fatigue. That's the reason why you have to come up new creatives weekly so that you can refresh all that creatives automatically with the new Meta Andromeda update. Number 3, loss of manual control. Okay, ito yung meron akong ikukwento sa inyo later on after this slide because ilang beses na kaming sumablay sa client because of the loss of manual control na to. Okay, because we let Meta AI decide. Nagkakaroon kasi ng variations yung image, nagkakaroon ng variations yung links. Okay, and then kinokontrol na ni Meta yon. Kapag pinabayaan mong i-control ni Meta yung mga yon, kung halimbawa, kasi meron akong brand na niraran ngayon, meron akong client na premium yung brand niya. Nung pinabayaan namin si Meta, nagkaroon ng audio na hindi akma doon sa image. Ibig sabihin, nag-generate automatically si Meta ng audio tapos mukha siyang pang-horror. Okay, nagbebenta kami ng premium na product tapos yung audio na nag-pop up, pang-horror yung lumabas. So, ito yung you have to watch out for yung mga settings, yung Meta AI settings kasi makaka-affect yun sa brand mo kapag hindi mo yun inantik. So I'm gonna show you guys later on after this slide kung ano yung mga yon. Okay? Number 4, data tracking issues. Ibig sabihin, you have to make sure na tama yung data or hindi naman 100% accurate talaga yung makikita mong data, but you have to make sure that your conversion events are working properly. Number 5, competitive pressure. Kasi 'di ba mas maraming nakakaalam nung setup na to. 'Di ba? As more advertisers adopt this, cost may rise. Okay? Dahil siyempre I'm sharing it to everyone and then more people will adapt to these changes, and then yung cost pwedeng tumaas. Kung dati nakakita kayo ng 5 pesos dyan na cost per message, most likely baka maging 10 piso yan, maging 15 and whatnot. Okay? So, what you should do next? Number 1, audit your campaigns. Tingnan nyo kung tama yung structure ng campaigns ninyo. Consolidate all their campaigns into one campaign. Build creative calendar. Example, 20 to 50 creatives, images, videos, UGC, angles, etc. Make sure your conversion tracking or yung copy nyo, yung conversion API is set up correctly. Monitor performance. Focus on your CAC. For those of you who have attended my 5-day Facebook Ads Challenge, you know how to compute your CAC, and then focus on ad quality and the relevance score ng inyong ads. Okay? Now, so, before kasi, itong creative testing, ganito yung ginagawa namin sa team ko, and ako 2023 up to mid 2024. Ganito kami mag-test ng creatives. So halimbawa, isang creative, tapos ang ginagawa lang namin, papalitan lang namin ng image, ng color, same image, pero may variations lang ng colors. Small differences lang yung aming variations. Parehong donut, parehong text, pero magkaiba ng colors or ng variations. Guess what? Doon sa bagong update ni Meta Andromeda, Meta Andromeda will treat this as one creative or one creative group. Kung ganito yung gagawin mo, Meta will treat this as one small creative group or one creative group. Kung ganitong variations ang gagamitin mo, halimbawa gumagamit ka ng isang video, tapos gumamit ka ng 5 video kunyari na magkakaibang video, tapos ang ginamit mo doon is isang ad copy lang at isang headline. Ibig sabihin pare-pareho ng headline yung mga yon, tsaka ng pare-pareho ng ad copy. Meta will treat that as one creative group. Or vice versa, magkakaiba ng ad copy. Okay, magkakaiba nga ng ad copy, pero halos pare-pareho naman yung image mo. Vice versa yun ha. Di ba kanina, pare-parehong ad copy, tapos magkakaiba ng videos. Ni-reverse ko. Magkakaiba ng ad copy, pero yung image or videos mo halos similar. Meta will treat that as one creative group. So you don't have to do it this way. The best way or the efficient way of doing it would be ang tinatawag na creative diversity. Meron siyang unique ad angles. For example, yung isang image mo, founder's story. Halimbawa, paano ba sino ba yung founder nito, story about the founder of the brand, etc. So yun yung angle na nilagay mo sa isang image. Sa pangalawang image, us versus them. Ibig sabihin, anong pagkakaiba nung products or ng services mo versus your competitors. So that's second angle. Third angle would be product demo. Halimbawa, paano kainin tong donut na to, or anong bagay dito sa donut na to, kape ba, tsaa ba, etc. So yun yung third angle. And then the fourth angle would be testimonials. Diba? So, halimbawa, okay, may nasarapan doon sa donut mo. So, magkakaiba siya ng ad angles. Ito yung mas gusto ni Meta na i-feed mo sa algorithm niya. Magkakaiba ng ad angles. Because kapag ginawa mong similar doon sa previous videos or previous na copy mo, tinamad ka, Meta will treat that as one group creatives. Okay? Next, so variations versus concepts. Before, same ad, small tweaks such as color palette, headlines, ad copy, etc. So yun yung practice before. Variations of the same ad which tend to be more similar to each other. Okay, more variations of similar ad being feed to Meta. So yun yung before yung practices na ginagamit. Ngayon, fresh content ideas. More on concepts tayo ngayon. Now, more on concepts or add concept. Before add variations, today or this current update would be add concepts. Fresh content ideas, new ad angles, new opening line. Kung yung mga hook mo dati is nagwo-work, try to find a different hook. Okay? New storytelling or new visual format, creative diversity, more ad concepts and angles. Yun po yung labanan ngayon. Padamihan ng creatives, pagandahan ng ad concepts or ad angles, not padamihan ng variations. Okay, ganun po yung bagong update. Okay. Your creative is the targeting. Okay, your creative does the targeting. Tigilan na natin yung kakahimayin ng interest at demographics, age bracket, and whatnot. Let your creatives speaks for your target audience, and that's it. Okay? So, I'm giving you guys this ChatGPT prompt. You can take a screenshot. Okay? How to do it? Just copy or rewrite it in your notepad or take a screenshot right now. No? Picturean nyo na to right now and then start feeding this prompt sa ChatGPT ninyo. Palitan nyo lang yung industry ninyo. Halimbawa, I own a photography business. And I want you to help me come up with fresh creative content ideas for my business that diversify my ad angles and align with Meta's Andromeda update. So, papalitan nyo lang to, yung insert your industry, kung anong industry man kayo, ano man yung binibenta ninyo. Halimbawa, I am selling a skincare product. I'm a business owner selling a skincare product. And I want you to help me come up with fresh creative content ideas for my business that diversify my ad angles and align with Meta's Andromeda update. And then feed it in ChatGPT, and then you'll have content ideas or angles to choose from para makapag-create kayo ng multiple ad angles or concepts. Okay? So, my summary and key takeaways for this live training session: Meta Andromeda is a major shift in how Meta selects and shows ads, more AI, more creative volume, and unique ad concepts. Not ad variations. Maliwanag yung guys ha, hindi siya ad variations, more ad concepts. Number 2, more advertisers who adopt, focus on creative, signal structure wins. Okay? Number 3, your role is evolving as a media buyer or as a business owner, less micromanaging audiences in bids, more crafting great creative and ensuring tracking and systems are in place. Okay? So, I hope malinaw ito. Ito yung key takeaways nitong live training session natin. But here's the caveat, no? Beware of Meta AI. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina, yung loss of control, no? Number 1, location segment targeting. For example, meron kayong, di ba sinabi ko sa inyo, let the AI do the heavy lifting. Tama, kanina. Pero, beware of Meta AI. Because, kung meron kayong campaigns na nirarun multiple countries. Halimbawa, meron kang let's say for example, I am Peng Joon. Kung kilala niyo si Peng Joon, 'di ba? He runs ads in multiple countries. 'Di ba? So Malaysia, Philippines, etc. And I think meron din siya sa US. If I am the Meta advertising running his ads, kailangan ko pa rin mag-segment ng audience or ng location. Okay? Hindi ko siya pwedeng pagsama-samahin yung Philippines, yung Malaysia, yung Hong Kong, Singapore, US, and UK into one campaign. Kailangan ko silang paghiwa-hiwalayin because kapag pinagsama-sama ko yung lahat ng countries na yon, most likely, if i-feed ni Meta yung budget sa Philippines or yung may pinakamababang cost per 1,000 impressions. Okay, mapapansin mo yan kung pinagsama-sama mo yung lahat ng countries na yon. Tapos, pag binreakdown mo per countries yung results or yung budget, makikita mo doon na malaking part ng budget na yon na spread out or na napunta sa may pinakamurang cost per 1,000 impressions, which is more likely baka Philippines yon or Malaysia or and whatnot. And yung US and UK mo, halimbawa na country, konti yung napuntang budget doon. So you still have put a campaign or set up or you still have to make an audience segmentation in that matter on that matter. Kailangan mo pa rin siyang i-segment kasi maglalaban na ng budget yan, and yung countries na may mahal na CPM automatically talo yon. Okay? Number 2, meron pa pala akong isang scenario. Recently lang, itong week na to, nag-conduct ako ng 5-day challenge, batch 46, 5-day Facebook Ads challenge. Merong isang nag-join, I'm not sure kung nandito siya, si Sir J, si Rax, kung nandito si Rax. I think, ayan, wala siya dito. But, sabi niya, nasa Israel siya, currently, nasa Israel siya. Ngayon, may binibenta siyang product doon, or may binibenta siyang luggage, and syempre, yung Israel kasi, maliit lang yun na country. And then, alam naman natin sa Israel na merong gulo doon. So, yung part ng Gaza Strip, tsaka nung West Bank, halos nasa loob siya ng, halimbawa, pag pinin mo Israel, matatamaan yung Gaza Strip tsaka yung West Bank. So, tinanong niya kung pwede daw bang i-segment, kumbaga hindi tamaan ng kanyang location yung part na yon. Sabi ko, definitely dapat ganun ang gawin mo kasi syempre hindi naman hindi walang it doesn't make sense if tatamaan mo yung mga part na yon. So that would be one of the exceptions. Kasi 'di ba kanina sinabi ko, let the AI do the heavy lifting for you, but there's an exceptions. Those are one of the exceptions. Tapos yung sinabi ko exception kanina, if you are optimizing or if you are running ads to multiple countries, you have to still do the segmenting because there would be an unfair distribution of budget. Okay, number 3, Advantage Plus creative image generation. Okay, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na yung AI ni Meta nagkakaroon ng different, kumbaga automatically yung AI ni Meta nagge-generate ng sarili niyang image. So, kung may pinoprotektahan kang brand, no, na ayaw mong si Meta ang mag-control ng image mo, dapat i-untick mo yon. Ituturo ko sa inyo maya-maya ng konti. Dapat yung box na yon, dapat i-untick ninyo yon. Okay? Kung may pinoprotektahan kang brand. Kasi, yung client ko na premium yung binibenta, nagkaroon kami ng problema doon, nagkaletse-letse yung image namin or nagkaletse-letse yung links tsaka yung copy kasi si Meta AI ang nag-control. So that's number 3. Number 4, other active enhancements. Itong other active enhancements na to, automatically pinupull out ni Meta yung mga products sa websites mo. Halimbawa, meron kang multiple products sa websites mo, nagbebenta ka ng kawali, ng kutsara, ng tinidor, ng baso, and whatnot. So, kung ayaw mong si Meta ang mag-generate ng sariling link doon sa ads mo, you have to untick that box. Ituturo ko sa inyo after this. Nag-a-add din si Meta ng mga overlays, yung headlines ninyo, si Meta din ang nagko-control. Okay? So beware of that if you are protecting your a certain brand guidelines, no? Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, visual touch-up. yung image no, nagkakaroon siya ng variation or ng kung kulay blue yon, nagkakaroon siya ng light blue or nagiging green. So beware kayo doon. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, yung Ad Music, yung premium brand na binibenta namin, biglang nagkaroon ng horror music. Okay? That's the one thing that you have to be aware of. Last one would be the text improvements. I think it was 2 months ago, yung ads ko, hindi ko inantik or hindi ko pinatay yung AI na yon ni Meta. Naging Spanish yung text. Nilagay ko doon Tagalog or Filipino language. Paggising ko ng umaga, nagtataka ako or ang dami naghahaha. Minessage ako ng friend ko, sabi, bakit ganun yung yung ads mo naging Spanish? Okay? Because hindi ko na pause yung text improvements. Ipapakita ko sa inyo right now. Okay? So, thank you so much for joining. But before that, that's the end of my presentation. As promised, I'm going to show you guys yung mga sinabi ko dito sa Meta AI updates. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen and I'm gonna share back and pull out my Ads Manager. So I'm gonna share back my screen. Okay? Now, if you are in the ad level, okay? Kung nandito kayo sa ad level ng campaigns ninyo and if you're optimizing for a website or a landing page, okay? Or a messaging campaign perhaps, beware of this part, itong part na to. Optimize website destination. Kapag kinilik nyo tong box na to at meron kayong multiple product pages sa website ninyo, Meta will decide which link to put doon sa website URL. Halimbawa, ganito, www.digitalhomey.net. Yan yung website domain ko, di ba? Kapag naka-check tong box na to, pumunta ako ngayon sa website ko, digitalhomey.net. Halimbawa, ito yung main domain ko, di ba? Yung root domain ko, yun yung nilagay ko dito, www.digitalhomey.net. Pero, halimbawa, pumunta ako ng online courses, halimbawa lang, tapos kunyari, nilagay ko, gusto kong i-promote yung 5-day Facebook Ads Challenge. Tapos, kinuha ko tong link na to, yun ang nilagay ko dito. Tapos, di ba yan yung mahabang link? Tapos, kung naka-check tong box na to, automatically, si Meta magde-decide kung anong link ang ilalagay dyan. Magugulat ka na lang na yung link na to nagbago na. And Meta will send it here sa homepage. Ito. Yung homepage na to. Dito niya na isi-send or kung ano mang trip niyang link yung ilagay doon, yun yung ilalagay niyang link. So beware of that. Okay? So, yun yung lesson ko kasi I've had a couple of clients na nagkaroon kami ng problema doon. Napunta doon sa root domain instead na doon sa specific domain. Kung kailangan yung specific yung website domain na papuntahan, i-untick nyo to. Huwag nyo tong ilalagyan. Huwag nyo tong i-check yung box na yan. Okay. Number 2 would be the creative enhancement. So, pag pumunta kayo dito sa asan na ba yan? Ito, halimbawa, nag-setup ako ng creative. Setup creative. Image, halimbawa. So, ayan o, kamukha nito. Itong mga link na to, nagbabari yan. Kumbaga si Meta yung dyan, nagdi-decide. Ito, apply website highlights. Kung ayaw nyo ng mabago yung website link niyo, i-turn off nyo to. Tapos, halimbawa, maglalagay ako ng image, halimbawa lang. Kunyari, itong image na to. Kunyari, itong image na to. Next. Tapos, i-click ko yung next. And then, maglalagay ako ng text. And then, next. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. Diba? Kapag pinabayaan nyo tong image generation na naka-check yung box, papakita ko sa inyo. Ayan siya, oh. Nag-create si Meta ng sarili niyang variation or ng image. Tingnan yung itsura niya. Diba? From, tingnan mo to, Satisfot OOO by REST. So, wala nang kwenta. Ito yung totoo yata. A satisfied customer is the best business strategy of all. At business strategy of. Ito tama. Ito yata yung tama. Ayan. Nagkabalik-balik ta. Ulitin natin. Teka, tingnan nyo ang itsura. O, tingnan nyo. yung itsura ko doon, na nakaganto, nagkaroon ng ganitong variation. Nagkaroon ng ganitong variation, ito na siya. Tapos, ganito. So, kung ayaw nyong maletse yung image ninyo, huwag nyong i-check itong mga to. Okay? Huwag nyong i-check yung mga yan. So, bantayan nyo yan. Okay? Skip and continue. Ngayon, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. Yung other enhancement. Itong add overlays, maglalagay si Meta ng overlay dito sa image niyo. Yung headline nyo, most likely, nagkaroon siya ng overlay sa taas. Kung ayaw yung maglagyan ng headline dyan, patayin nyo to. Yung visual touch-up, yung color ng image ninyo, posibleng magbago. So, patayin nyo yan. Kung ayaw nyo na magkaroon ng horror music doon sa video nyo, patayin nyo to. Kung ayaw nyo maging Spanish yung text na nakalagay doon sa ads ninyo, patayin nyo to. Okay, walang kwenta yung AI na yan. Kung ayaw nyo maglagay ng site links doon sa baba, makikita nyo tong mga to, yung mga links dyan sa baba, patayin nyo yan. Yan, just turn it off. Kung ayaw nyo magkaroon ng animation at kung ayaw nyo magkaroon ng enhanced call to action, let's say, nakalagay dito, halimbawa, see details or shop more or shop now, then turn it off. And then, click done. And that's it. Diba? Ito yung totoo eh. Ito yung totoong image ko. A satisfied customer is the best business strategy of all. Pero anong ginawa niya? Nagkaroon siya ng other variation, pumangit, or nagkaroon ng hindi kaaya-aya ang image. Diba? So, same thing with your creatives and your videos. You have to be aware of that. Okay? So, that's pretty much, ito pa pala, itong promotion links na to, tingnan nyo kasi Meta automatically generate links, yung site links. So you have to make sure that these links are the correct links na ilalagay ninyo. Okay, yung thumbnail, Meta will automatically generate thumbnail. If you want a specific thumbnail for your ads, then by all means, upload a specific thumbnail. Okay? Promo codes, kung may promo codes ka, ilagay mo yan dito. Pag wala naman, i-uncheck mo lang yan. Ano pa ba? I think that's pretty much it. And I hope you were able to get a valuable lesson for today or for today's session. And I'll be answering questions dito sa comment section. So, yes, matalino na si Meta, Miss Michelle. Joanne, edi wala ng CBO at ABO, meron pa rin. But the thing is, if you are going to test campaigns, you can still use ABO. But if you're going to scale a campaign, use CBO. Okay? Magkano ng minimum budget? You can still put 500 pesos in one campaign or one ad set, and then put at least 3 to 5 creatives in one ad set, and refresh new creatives every week or every week is a good one. No? Refresh new creatives every week. And then, ang maximum creatives per week mo na mailalagay doon, Miss Michelle, would be 50 creatives per ad set. Yes, Sir Brian, applicable to sa real estate. Hindi lang real estate, lahat. Ayan, thank you so much, Sir Michael, for or Sir Mike for dropping the text. So, Chini, pwede po ba gamitin yung existing posts sa creatives? Yes, you can still use existing posts doon sa creatives mo. Okay? What is the least minimum creatives? What do you mean, Madam Joanne? Thank you so much for joining. Ganito, if you're spending a small budget, 500 pesos per day, just put like 3 to 5 creatives and then add new creatives per week gradually. Okay? Yun na yung yung pinaka pwede mong budget na gamitin. So yung 100 pesos Facebook ad strategy framework, hindi na siya applicable. But yung ano tawag dito? Yung cost cap campaign still applicable. Pwede mo pa siyang gamitin. Pero yung from testing na 100 tapos i-duplicate mo ng 2 campaign, CBO and ABO, hindi na siya applicable. Gradually increase ng budget, yes. So pwede kang mag-vertical scaling doon, 20 to 30% of your original budget. Brian. Okay? So any more questions? Same campaign mag-add ng creatives o ibang same campaign? AJ. Yung katulad ng pinakita ko kanina, same campaign, just put multiple creatives in one campaign. But of course, you have to test muna kung nag-work muna yung campaign na yun. Kumbaga, mayroon kang different or multiple buyer persona. So, tingnan mo muna kung alin sa buyer persona yon na nag-work dun sa, kasi you put multiple creatives dun sa single ad set, tapos syempre, you have to validate kung anong buyer persona yung nag-work doon sa mga creatives mo na yun. And then, optimize accordingly. Okay? Meron pang question? Before we end our training session? Wala na? Sino gusto magsalita? I can unmute you guys. Type me in the chat para ma-unmute ko kayo. Wala. Have you tested the new system of Meta to a digital product? If yes, what is your observation? Have you tested the system of Meta to digital product? Recently, yung Minigma ko, ginamit ko pa rin yung 100 pesos ko doon. Nag-work naman siya. 100 pesos pa rin yung per ad set. But moving forward, I'm gonna use one campaign testing. Okay? So, anyone, normally, how many weeks po kayo nagdadagdag ng budget? For as long as within my ideal CAC or within my ideal cost, I keep on increasing the budget. Kapag I'm started seeing an expensive cost per acquisition, then I'm going to reduce it and keep on optimizing the creatives. Tapos kung gumanda na naman ulit yung cost per acquisition, then I keep on increasing. Sa targeting, much better po ngayon sa Andromeda na generic yung targeting din si Meta na bahala. Yes. Okay? Matagal ko nang sinabi to, focus on your ang tawag dito, focus on your ad creatives. Okay? Anyone? Any more questions? Wala na? If none, maraming salamat for joining this afternoon. I'm gonna count to 5. 5, 4. Type me in the chat if you still have more questions. 3, 2, 1. Maraming salamat guys for joining this session and I hope you guys find value and I'll see you around if may questions kayo. I'll be posting this video sa page ko and then sa group for those na hindi nakapanood, they can still watch this video recording. Michael J, do I have already a landing page? Is lead if we still needed? Use the landing page, Michael J. for optimizing it. Okay? I find it mas quality kasi pag landing page ang gamit or pag website. Okay, maraming salamat guys. Salamat everyone for joining and I'll see you around. May questions kayo, just comment sa page or just send me. Kung nasa Digital Scientist na GC kayo, you can ask questions literally doon sa loob. Maraming salamat and have a good one guys. Thank you, bye-bye.